Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do Sewing 101. It is basic sewing and it comes in handy when you want to fix your clothes that are ripped or you have to sew on a button that fell out, and I'm going to teach you how my mama taught me, and it's going to be extremely easy, so keep watching. First you'll be needing a pair of scissors, a spare piece of fabric, and some hand needles. Lastly, you'll be needing any type of thread. Again, this is for practice, so nothing too fancy. So just for practice's sake, I cut a piece of a 3x3 from the fabric that I had previously, so we can work on a smaller dimension. As for thread, you want to cut about 18 to 20 inches just to be safe. And you can see here I'm measuring and I am cutting. So next you want to grab your needle, and this takes a lot of practice, but you want to try to get that little piece of thread to go in that hole. Once you get it through, you want to pull until the needle is halfway between your piece of thread, as I am wiggling here. Next, you want to tie a knot to make sure the needle doesn't come out while you're sewing. I recommend 2 for good luck. And here we've got our needle ready to get sewn. So take your piece of fabric and fold it in half. This way you can practice sewing 2 fabrics together. So ultimately we're going to be making a little tube. Make sure to line them up so they are both even. And take your needle and go into the farthest corner and push through. And then pull from the other side. So your knot will be stuck on one side of the fabric. Now you're going to flip it to the other side, and as closely as you can to the first knot, pierce through and pull it on the other side. You're going to continue this repetitive behavior all the way through until you reach the end of the fabric. Just go back and forth. Also, make sure not to pull too hard because you may end up ripping the thread. Another quick tip is to make sure that every time you go through that your knot is closer to the knot right next to it, because if they are too loose or too far apart, it may become loose and it will eventually fall apart. The closer together, the tighter it'll stay. So now that we've reached the end of our fabric, we're going to go over the same spot a few times just to make sure our knot will keep our 2 fabrics together and keep all our knots that we worked on so hard close. Now we're going to cut off a few excess inches. And from there, you're going to tie 2 knots again, just like how we did in the beginning, just to make sure our thread will stay through and keep our fabric together. And now you're going to cut the excess fabric that we just did from our knots. That's from the back, and then you're going to cut the one from the front, just if you have a little bit left, because you don't want that hanging. And you're all done! You just sewed a fabric together and made a mini tube. So that's all there is to it. Now next, all you need is a bunch of practice. You can use any piece of fabric that you have lying around the house. Mine was just a piece of cotton that I used for my last project, so it was really helpful for this video. But you can really use any type of fabric you want and just, get used to the hand motions of sewing. If you have any comments or questions about this video, how it helped you, how it didn't help you, please comment below and let me know for future videos. Thank you for watching!